Who here feels that they struggle to receive the nourishment of this world, receive the abundance that surrounds us, receive the desires? Who here struggles to realize their own worth, even though on one level you know you are worthy just because you exist, but there is some unconscious belief or something that kind of stops you from living that day-to-day life? Who here feels like the value that we have inherently, all of us, is not really valued by others or appreciated, or perhaps even we don't see our own value? Yeah, I would love to know if you could comment below. This has been my story for many years, and I'm still on a journey, but is rolling upwards, up this spiral. I'm no longer going down. And it's beautiful what I learned from my own experience and from hearing other people's stories as well at the same time. Now, all my life I've had this feeling that to be born, I had to have purpose. And my purpose was for my parents to be together. I just had a feeling that from when I was young, that my parents had to be together, had to stay together, and that was my responsibility for them to make sure. Otherwise, my mission here, my purpose here is not really fulfilled. And I believed this story for so many years that even my parents would argue, I would deny this for myself because I would feel so much anger that I failed in life. And I would feel shame. I would feel shame to admit to my friends that my parents were arguing. It's like I wanted to pretend that my life was okay and I am fulfilling my mission, even though no one knew that I made up this mission inside of myself. And I would just not be able to be myself because I was so focused on my parents and for them to be happy, to love each other, and for us to have a loving family, that I would really lose a sense of self. And because of the arguments, because of the way I have been brought up, I believed, and I kept believing, that I have failed, and I would try again and fail, and try again and fail, and fail and fail, until I was 19 actually. I left hometown, I left home, I came to England, and my parents started separating a few months after. And I knew deep down inside, even though I was not really connected to spirituality that much, I was not so aware, I felt deep down that I kept them together, that my control, my energy, my desire for them to be together, and for my mission to at least look to the external world, that it was fulfilled. And I left. I kind of ran away from the fact that the family wasn't really working. I started hiding in shame a little bit. My parents separated, but I felt better because I was not there to face my school friends, my family. I need to get a tissue. One moment. just wanted this video to be raw, unedited, so oh, I can feel so much is moving within me. And yeah, if this story resonates with you, or you find yourself in it, at least a little bit, or maybe someone you know, please drop me a comment below as well. So I left, and yeah, I was away from facing the people that would judge me, that I thought would judge me for my mission not being completed successfully. And for many years I've carried this guilt that, and it was unconscious guilt, I wasn't so aware of it. I only started realizing it recently, that I'm here, I was born and I failed, so I might as well not be here, because everything I do, like my first act of creation was failure, so what's the point? But as I started to become more self-aware and connecting to my spirituality, my gifts, and even accept my own value, my own purpose, find my purpose, and even create my purpose, I started diving deeper into what's happening. And a few months ago, maybe 2 months ago, my friend, I felt a lot of energy bubbling up, and a beautiful friend of mine held me. She held me in water. She's facilitated rebirth breath worker, and she did nothing to me. She did not say anything. She said, I will not speak. If I feel like speaking, I will just tell you, but go into the water. And I went into the water, but before even we went into the water, I asked her, can you just hold me, because I have so much energy that is moving within me, and then something is coming and I just don't want to face it alone. I would like to be held. Which is so beautiful that, yeah, for many years I felt like I had to do it by myself, and now it's like, no, can I do it with people that I feel safe with, in a safe space, whether it is group or just one-on-one. And so as she started holding me in water, I started to realize like all this patterns, all this energy start to come up and start to go deeper. And they start to untangle and make a little bit more sense, and more clarity came to me. And I was like, I don't want to live this way. I don't want to live with the energy that I failed, that I was born and failed what I was here to do. Like, how can I shift that? And immediately what came to me, because again, the key is to feel safe and to ask the right questions. What came to me was, but if you feel like you came here for your parents to be together, you were born, that was like the voice or the insight, channeled insight that I had. The act of me being born is a manifestation of my parents being together, because I am 100% of the energy of my mom and 100% energy of my dad. Therefore, I'm a manifested proof of them being together, and that was my only purpose, like to accept that, to feel that, to realize that. And I thought it's about controlling them and how they behave, and because they don't love each other anymore, like this was my fault. And when I started realizing that I am the love that they had towards each other, and maybe the love dissipated somehow, but the love that I am cannot be changed, because I am love. I am love. And when I started feeling into it more and more, it's like my creation never failed. The act of creation was successful, and the fact that I was born is manifestation of love. I am my mom and I am my dad. And this gave me so much freedom, realizing that because I am born, I have a purpose and I already fulfilled my purpose, but in a way I can still keep fulfilling my purpose and keep creating my purpose and keep giving all that I have, keep sharing from this fullness of me, not from lack, that something is wrong with me, that I failed, that I can't do it. It's like, oh, I am the purpose. I am the purpose. And if I start to share from this place with the world, it's like completely different life experience, completely different game. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I feel like a lot of us struggle or have challenges with accepting our worth, our value, our greatness, our purpose, our gifts, our essence, and know that it is possible. It is possible to shift the energy. And what I would invite you to do is to, if you want to do it by yourself, absolutely fine. Make sure you have a safe space around you, no one disturbs you. You can ask a friend to hold space for you, or a facilitator if you want. But I am a co-founder of Own Your Goals Soul Academy with my beautiful dear sister Natasha Akasha, and I just felt the call to add it into our opening ceremony, add this rebirth journey into the opening ceremony of our Soul Academy that starts on Monday 18th of August. And what we will be doing, and obviously I invite you to do the same by yourself if you want, to guide yourself through a journey of being birthed by God, by the universe, being birthed by the highest act of creation, and being received into this world through that energy, not through thinking that something is wrong with you. You exist. You are here. Can you? Sometimes we say these words and we don't realize how special it is to be here, how this is such a gift to be here, be alive. And I'm really getting emotional today. It's like I feel in my bones so much that sometimes I also forget, and I logically know, and I have maybe things written down that I am a gift, and I remember how it felt to feel like I'm a gift, but somehow it doesn't awaken anything in my body. It's like there is this wall where I'm stuck, like, yeah, I know what I'm given, but like, so what? My life is not changing, I don't feel any better. But when we're really able to tap into our heart and realize that we are gift, and going through those journeys of rebirthing with that pure light, pure energy, God's energy, universe birthing us, is the most beautiful thing on earth. And to repeat it sometimes, like one journey can create a great shift, and it did for me. But I've also had like in different ways, different shifts, but that last journey was very beautiful, and the journey that came to me was just what I needed. And sometimes it's worth to repeat it a few times, perhaps at different times from different angles, but really to know yourself better, not from the point that something is wrong with me, I will have to fix something, more like curiosity. I want to know what's going to be experienced today through this journey. I'm just tuning in if there is anything else to share on this. I feel so much energy coming through me. I guess, I mean, I don't guess. I believe we are complete. I really invite you to tune into your birth, reframing your birth story, and not even invalidating the story that you have or validating, but can we accept that this is what happened and more, because we exist simultaneously. There are different levels of consciousness, different levels of awareness, and things happen in many different layers. And yes, on a human level, we may have traumatic birth. We may have been a child that on a human level was not even wanted. And I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, and I'm not invalidating that experience, because that's completely a valid experience, and we should feel all those emotions as well that arise from that story. But can we realize that on a grander level, we are here? We still receive this gift. And you know how rare it is to be here, to a chance to be on this earth. If you Google it, there are many different sources and how they calculate the chance of you, exactly you being here right now on earth. What has to happen for you to be here? Your mom and dad meeting, your grandparents to meeting, and grandparents to meeting, and your mom and dad, or whoever your birth parents were, to connect at this exact time, for that egg and that sperm to connect and create you. Because if it was like a day earlier or a day later, like, you wouldn't be you. The essence of you would be different. If your mom had different partner or your dad had different partner, like, you wouldn't be you. If your grandma and granddad didn't go to that school together, or didn't meet in that coffee shop, or whatever, like they came late to the bus stop or to the concert or whatever they met, like, you wouldn't be here. But here you are. And we often take it for granted. So please, if this video awakens something within you, go into your birth and rebirth yourself. And if you wanted to join us in Own Your Gold Soul Academy, I will leave the link at the bottom of this video as well. We would be happy and honored to have you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to voice this, transmit this. Blessings.